there's something very secret about the five elements. It's a mysterious force that doctors in Chinese medicine use to describe their patients' illnesses with. And it's a mystery force that guides the energy through the houses of the feng shui master. And it's the mysterious force running through all of Chinese culture, and I believe even the Chinese mind. Let's look at the characters themselves. So the five elements, the number 5 is the first thing. If we look at it, we can also see that it seems to be a bit like the Roman 10, but you can see a crossing from left to right and right to left. And then we move on and we have a look at the element part. And actually, it's really interesting because I really don't think it's a very good translation of elements, because in modern Chinese, it still means in Hong Kong, hang, which means to walk. And in modern Chinese also, Xing also means to walk. So it's kind of funny that it means 5 walking. So this symbol hang is made up of 2 symbols next to each other. So I want to look at half the character and go into the ancient version of the character, which is seal script. And it means the left foot. And the other side of the character means, you can see it in seal script, it means right foot. So we have left foot and right foot, we have walking, but we don't really see that when we learn of the 5 elements in Chinese medicine, in some secret qigong. We don't really learn of it like that at all. We learn of cycles and phases, and these are called xiang. So actually, they're not even using the term Xing to represent phases when they talk about the 5 elements, which is a bit unusual. Okay, when we look at the ancient representation of the 5 elements, we see something very interesting. At the top, there's fire. In the middle, there's earth. And below, there's water. To the left, there's wood. And to the right, there's metal. Okay, that's interesting because when you look at it like that, it makes a little bit more sense as far as walking is concerned. Someone who is walking has the front foot going outwards, forwards, into a little bit the unknown, exploring the world. It's a bit unsure, exactly like a characteristics of fire, which is chaos, and then bringing light into the chaos and learning something new. Now, the back leg has to follow, and it follows with more stability. So that's water. So it flows behind. And in the middle, we need to keep our balance, allowing our balance to, just remain steady in the center. Now, if we look at the 5 elements, you can see fire and water quite clearly. But let's look at how when we change from left to right, there's a massive energy flow from left to right and right to left. And that flips with every step. So sometimes it's right to left more, and sometimes it's left to right more. So in my opinion, metal and wood flip. Okay, so now we have this spiraling step of the 5 elements. The 5 elements are a spiraling energy, and we see this spiraling energy not just in human beings, we see it in nature all over the place. And we see it in flowers, we see it in vegetables, we see it in water, obviously, we see it in fire, in candles, you see it in tornadoes and cyclones. And yet, this is what we're using to practice Chinese medicine, for example. This is an overarching formula for nature. The five elements is obviously a Taoist practice, and when we talk of Taoism, we talk of xiu Dao, the practice Taoist practices is xiu Dao, and actually Dao, the word, is made up of walking as well. So we even have walking in Taoism in the word Dao. Now let's go on and notice that people that are practicing Buddhism or Taoism are called Xing. People that are practicing Buddhism, Taoism are practicing walking or are practicing, and xiu means repair, repairing the five elements. What does that mean? Bringing things back to harmony. So the five elements are an extremely key point in the Chinese culture. They are in every part of the culture. If you understand them, you understand the Chinese mind, and you will see the world differently. I've written a book, it's on Amazon, and it's really explains in detail this process and gives you a lot of background information. And I also apply the hypothesis in a coaching environment, asking people about their feelings directly related to characteristics of the five elements. I hope you love it.